Hey everyone, and welcome back to, finally, the Closet Cosplay Challenge series, where today we will be stepping, for the first time in this renewal, outside of the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Today I will be doing a closet cosplay of Anya from Mouthwashing. If you've not heard of Mouthwashing, it is a really cool indie horror game about being in space, and it's like on this freight ship, and there's a lot of really deep and tragic stories in it with the characters involved, and it's taking off in popularity, and deservedly so. If that is a word. If it's not, it is now. I'm coining it right now. Deservedly. Invented today by yours truly. And my big brain. If I can find the game, I will put a link to it in the description below so that you can either play it for yourself or feel free to go check out some other playthroughs of people that you watch. So without further ado, we're gonna hop right into the makeup look. We're going to be transforming into Anya. So she has black hair, so the first thing I'm gonna do is fill in my eyebrows. That's new. I am going to fill in my eyebrows with an R in black because she has black hair and I do not. So I am going to do that, and then I am also going to just put a base of like foundation, maybe some light contouring, because all of the characters in this game are kind of stylized in a way that makes them all look like they haven't slept in 10 years. Granted, they're stressed, they just almost died, there's a whole lot going on, ship basically wrecked, they're all stranded in space with 50 million packages of mouthwash. I'm gonna try and emulate that vibe on my face a little bit. But as usual, I will stop and interject if I have anything to say along the way. But until then, enjoy this sped up montage of me doing my makeup. Eyebrows are done, foundation is laid down. I think next I'm gonna start building the contour, which is not gonna be a lot, but just enough to kind of look a little more sunken in and probably sleep deprived and stressed like everybody else on the ship is. So I'm gonna do that next, and then we'll work on the eyes. Alright, contour is done. It probably doesn't show up on camera as well as it does in person. In person it looks a little dark, but I'm trying to make it so that you guys can tell that it's there. Hopefully you can tell that it's there. And we're gonna move on to the eyes, and she has these very like large, round, almost like doll-like eyes with like these clumped together eyelashes with like the way her model is like stylistically modeled. It looks really cool. So I think what I'm going to do, because I already have pretty round, open eyes, but I'm gonna do that little trick where you add a little bit of white on your lower lash line and then draw your black like line where your actual lash line would go a little bit lower than that to kind of open them up just a little more, because she has like a lower corner here than I do. So I'm gonna try and do that, and then I have some false lashes to add as well. So that is the plan, and then if I have anything else to say along the way, I will let you know. All right, I think I am going to stop here. I think the eyes turned out really cool. I like it. I haven't done like the doll eye look in so long. Like, this is how I used to do my eye makeup for characters way back in the early days of the channel. I used to do my eyes like this, I mean with less drawn on lashes of course, but the concept of like over or underlining the lower part of your eye with the white bit there, I used to do that for Glitch Trap in my food challenges and stuff. If you know, you know. You might have been around and seen that makeup look dissolve over the years as his iterations have brought him through different makeup looks. But it feels cool to do it again for a different character, and I think it turned out really cool looking. But, like I said, I think I'm gonna stop here, so without further ado, I will see all of you when I have transformed into the one and only tragic Anya. And there you have it, folks, my closet cosplay of Anya from Mouthwashing. I think it turned out pretty good. I don't have, like, a jumpsuit that has the right kind of top, so that's why I threw like a denim crop jacket on top of a jumpsuit that I already had, because I felt like combined it might kind of at least get a little closer to the right idea. But yeah, I think it turned out really good, and without further ado, I'm gonna break down everything I'm wearing and where I got it from, if I can remember, so bear with me, yada yada. Starting from the bottom, these combat boots are a Target purchase. I got them, oh geez, like 2 or 3 years ago. I wear them a lot in my everyday life. You can probably tell because they're nice and dusty. Really comfy, love these. They haven't let me down thus far, and I felt like they would be good for this cosplay. Next is this green jumper, jumpsuit, overalls, whatever you'd like to call them. They're kind of a combination of all of the above. Also a Target purchase, and you may recognize them because I've used them in my Charlie Closet Cosplay episode. So these are the same pair. Next is this denim jacket, which, okay, I've had this since my childhood because it was a hand-me-down from my older sister. I have no idea where it came from. My best guess is like a thrift store, because that's where we used to do most of, if not all of our clothing shopping back then. So probably like a Goodwill or something, not quite sure. Also used in a very old Charlie cosplay, but an older version, the teen version from the books where she has the denim jacket and the purple shirt and whatnot. So that is where you may recognize this from if you've been around for a really long time on this channel. Next is this brown turtleneck underneath. This is from Amazon, and it's actually kind of an ugly shirt. I mostly bought it because it was cheap and I wanted to use it for wearing underneath my glitch trap fursuit, because, you know, brown was the closest color that matched him for like the underneath bits that I didn't have the suit itself cover. So this is more so just an undershirt from that costume, but I repurposed it for this because Anya wears a turtleneck. I don't have any stripy turtlenecks, so that was kind of a bummer, but this was the closest thing I could do, so not too bad, I guess. Oh, the badges on top of this denim jacket I made. This one was printed, and I cut it out on a sheet of paper and then glued it to a thicker piece of paper so that it had more stability, and then I just taped it straight onto this jacket. This one is hand-drawn because I couldn't really find an image that was free to print, so I just hand-drew it and, again, cut it out on a thick piece of paper and taped it on. So if you guys out there don't have a Cricut maker like I do, I could have done it that way, but I wanted to do it this way because A, I didn't feel like digging out all of my Cricut supplies, and B, I felt like it would resonate more with my younger self when I used to be doing these closet cosplays where I didn't have all of those really cool advanced tools that I do now. So I kind of wanted to pay homage to the heart of closet cosplay, which is oftentimes paper, scissors, and markers. And maybe a printer if you have one. So I like how they turned out. Not too bad considering this is a closet cosplay. If I ever do turn this into a real cosplay, of course, I'll probably put a little more effort in with the supplies I do have. I think this does the trick in the meantime, so take that tip if you want. Just print it out on paper or draw it yourself, cut it out, slap it on with some loop tape on the back, and you're good to go. Last but not least is this wig. This is actually, believe it or not, she's been through quite a little transformation here. She is the same exact wig I just used for Cassidy in this Closet Cosplay Challenge series renewal. So she got a little haircut, but if I turn around, you can see that she's still very long in the back. That is because I didn't want to take up too much time cutting it all off and layering it properly. In fact, the job I did in the front is not the best, but it was kind of rushed and I just wanted to get it done for this video because I knew this wig was kind of on its last legs anyway, given that it's like a, I don't know, a 36 to 48 inch long wig, not even sure off the top of my head, but she's long and very tangled. So this was her first haircut, which kind of saved her a little, and I thought she might be perfect to repurpose for this closet cosplay. So here we are. And then of course I can't forget my little party hats here. I have these in different colors. I meant to grab red earlier, but I ended up grabbing yellow because that scared the shit out of me. Something just fell off. My house is haunted, guys. We already know that, but something just rolled off my counter on its own. Actually, you know what? I'll believe that it was me because I grabbed this from that area, so maybe I triggered a chain event of things falling. Anyway, pretty sure I got this from also Amazon, like in a little party pack, or maybe it was from a Party City. And I don't think I've used these in any official Closet Cosplay Challenge videos, but you may have seen them appear in shorts with said Closet Cosplay. So, and without further ado, I believe that is everything that I am wearing and where I got it from, sort of, as best as I could remember, anyway. And the story, if you haven't played Mouthwashing or seen it, highly, highly recommend just go into it with caution, because it does deal with some very heavy subject matters, including SA, pregnancy, miscarriage, and also just violence, lots of violence. So there's some topics in there that may not be suitable for everyone, but as an art form, the game is really great, and I'm glad it's taking off. Kudos to the developer for making such a cool game, and I had a lot of fun putting this cosplay together. It's not often that I get to step outside of the Five Nights at Freddy's universe, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode regardless. I know a lot of you are here for FNAF, as am I, but I couldn't let this one, you know, just kind of pass on without jumping in just for a second. But that'll do it for this episode of the Closet Cosplay Challenge series. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, or perhaps even comment a suggestion of what character you would like to see me do next, and I will take a look and add it to the lineup. And if you're new around here, hi, I'm Nightcove the Fox. I am mainly a FNAF Central cosplayer, music artist, and I do occasional gaming videos on this channel as well. And then other times I step outside of the Five Nights at Freddy's universe like you're seeing right now. So if any of that is up your alley, feel free to subscribe and stick around. You'll have fun here. And as always, remember to stay bright, because you're a star, and don't forget to take responsibility. And I will see all of you in the next video. Bye bye.